welcome to Pro Wrestling You, the most interactive pro wrestling talk show on the face of the interweb. I am Casey Strata. This is Joey Grutt, and together we are Grutt and Strata, Pro Wrestling and You. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, Grutt. I'm Grutt.
You are
Grutt.
Grutt.
I just welcomed myself. That was amazing.
That was good.
Welcome, Strata.
Thank you.
Long time we've been on a hiatus.
Yes, a hiatus.
This is going to be the State of Pro Wrestling and You address.
Yes.
Things we're going to address today.
Go ahead.
We're going to address Ron the Truth Killings.
Yes.
Big Show.
Yes.
Chris Harris possibly
Yes.
going to WWE.
Yes.
And we have a little surprise for you.
Yeah, we do have a surprise.
A little surprise.
It's not cake, I'm sorry.
No, even though cake would be good. I did make brownies earlier. They're a little dry.
Yeah.
In case you can tell, I've been eating some.
This
This was a 3XL. So far, the New Year's resolution, by the way, going good. Can't you tell?
Excellent, excellent. Look at all this.
Yeah,
This
look at that. It's nice, isn't it? It's good stuff.
What more could you ask for, really?
So let's start it off here.
Yep. Well, you know what? I do have good news.
What's that?
Pro Wrestling U has won its first Internet Award.
Really?
#1 pro wrestling talk show with one fat host and one skinny host.
I
Thank
like
you,
it.
everyone.
Very
Thank you.
nice.
Thank you.
It's like we're like a really nice number 10.
Yeah, we really are.
We really are a nice number 10. So let's start it off here. We'll start with the least important news.
Yeah.
We'll start with, to me, would be the Ron Killings.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I'll let you go ahead and take over. You know a little more about the situation than I do.
Apparently, this is all scuttlebutt. We don't know for sure. I don't really like to report things. Well, I don't like to report to begin with. I like to discuss. But as far as apparently, Ron the Truth Killings has been offered a WWE, contract. I don't know if he's going to go to OVW or if he'd be brought up straight to the roster since he's already worked for them. I don't really know.
After being pushed
Yeah.
hard by Jeff Hardy and Umenga.
But the other flip side of that story is that they're apparently offering him close to $100,000, and he's asking AAA, the Mexican Wrestling Association, to try and match that. And I don't see that happening because you perform in the Corona,
The Corona Extra ring.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
You'll be on Univision every Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
Yeah, which is great, and you should watch that.
You won't understand a damn thing unless you speak Spanish, but it's still great wrestling.
You will see Scott Hall, unlike on TNA.
He actually shows up for those events.
I believe it.
Because
it's in Mexico.
They pay him in Coronas.
Yeah.
So he
where
shows
else
up.
would Scott Hall be welcome but Mexico?
If TNA put a big Bud Light sign in the middle of the ring, maybe he'd start showing up some more.
Indeed.
The next news, I would say, would be... We'll talk about Big Show first.
Okay.
We'll talk about Big Show. The report is that Mr. Show himself is going to be returning.
Yeah.
We don't know when. It did, from what all reports stand on and have read, immediately, as soon as possible, ASAP.
Yep.
As far as what we think on this situation, I don't mind that he's coming back. I wish it would have been we could have waited a little longer, especially with when he left, all the talk and all the trash he was talking about. I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. Well, obviously he wasn't making enough money or something. I don't know what happened.
His boxing career apparently fell through, which isn't much. I mean, the Big Show is really fun to listen to. I'm not making fun of his terrible voice, but he's actually a funny individual. But we all know the Big Slow is not exactly up there with,
Of course, we could all be shocked when he comes out because everything I've read is that he is in the greatest shape he's been in a very long time. I'm looking for him to be as in good a shape as he was when he debuted in WCW, when he came out of the wall, which is still next to the Shockmaster. It was the greatest thing ever. You remember the Shockmaster?
Yeah,
I'll see you at the Fall Brawl at the War Games.
I almost tried to do it, but realized I didn't have a Stormtrooper helmet. I just have a BB.
Not only the Stormtrooper helmet, you have to have 8,000 glitters all over the Stormtrooper helmet.
Sequence. That's how it works.
British Bulldog. Look at this fat son of a bitch.
YouTube that now if you've never seen that clip. That's
just
a good
type in
one.
Shockmaster. It's anybody who watches our show guaranteed has seen the Shockmaster.
Oh yeah, if you come on now. If you're a wrestling fan, you know Shockmaster. So
the Shockmaster.
The Fall Brawl.
When he falls out. Anyways,
he's like the Kool-Aid man.
He's worse than the Kool-Aid man. I would actually rather see a big jug of Kool-Aid wrestle than the Shockmaster.
The physics of the big jug of Kool-Aid would actually be kind of interesting to see. I'm not gonna lie.
Could you imagine what his finisher would be? You just pour a bunch of Kool-Aid on you.
It'd be like a big splash, literally. We got off track.
Next we have probably the most talked about of the week, Chris Harris leaving TNA to go to WWE.
Chris Harris, first of all, I think he's going to get the Monty Brown treatment. He's going to get some weak-ass name, but he's going to be pushed pretty strong.
Be on the dub.
Because he's an old TNA wrestler. But, I mean, ultimately, I don't see... Chris Harris couldn't go anywhere in TNA. I don't see him go anywhere in the WWE. Watching Chris Harris is about as fun as going to Dave & Buster's.
Which, by the way, we live in Florida. Those commercials are on TV
all the time,
and I still don't know where Dave & Buster's is.
No, I don't think we even have one in our city.
If you're watching this video right now and you live in the state of Florida, Orlando, close to Orlando, for the love of Pete, tell me where Dave & Buster's is, just so I can go check this shit out.
We want to go. During Raw, all we see is the Dave & Buster's
commercials.
And they have chicken, and I want to get some.
And they look like they're having a really good time.
Yeah.
And I hope I get to meet Dave or Buster, or Dave and Buster.
Together. As one.
So I feel the same way about this subject.
Yeah.
First off, he never should have left TNA because TNA never should have treated him the way they did, especially because he's
If you suck ass, you're just gonna suck ass.
It's not that, dude. He stuck through thick and thin with TNA.
He really did.
And they should have really given him a better treatment. But that's TNA for you. And once again, for all those who say that we knocked TNA, I'm wearing a TNA T-shirt. I bought it at Orlando.
We bought it.
Let me give you a little fun fact about this T-shirt, okay? Bought it because I was a big team. We were both Flynn, Strata, big Team Canada fans.
Most def.
You know, we were over on Petey and Eric Young at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, we'll support it. I'll buy the T-shirt. Bought the T-shirt. 2 weeks later, disbanded.
It wasn't even like 2 weeks. It was like 3 days. They disbanded. It was terrible.
A1 becomes the champion of Canada or something like shit.
Yeah.
Like that. It was
he's retired now. So
yeah.
I mean, everything's falling apart. Johnny Devine, which interesting enough, Johnny Devine has never given a reason as to why he betrayed the X Division.
No,
does anyone realize this?
I'm sure we won't get for another year.
Who gives a shit?
But anyways, back on the Chris Harris subject.
Yeah.
Chris Harris. Honestly, my whole opinion on it, like I said before, is I wish he would have stayed. They never should have broke up AMW.
No.
From the get-go, that was a bad idea.
Oh, what's James Storm doing, really?
James Storm, and it sucks because we've talked about this. We talked about this in videos past. If TNA had like an Intercontinental title, James Storm would be like right there in the middle, the thick of things. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, I super kicked something. I got a little distracted.
He'd be in the thick of things.
Yeah.
He was in the thick of things there for a little bit, and now
Yeah.
they're back to this drinking contest again.
Dude, this is like they just kind of swapped up Bobby Roode with James Storm. It's like you're in. Eric Young asked. I don't understand this because apparently Eric Young is either cursed or something because he has the longest feuds in wrestling history. This is like Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair, where they feud for 6 years, but no one gives a shit this time.
I would like to go out and on a bold point. This is me. This is Grut speaking to my audience, to the audience. TNA will be out of business in 2 years. I'm going to go ahead and say it here first. If they don't turn shit around, I just my opinion. If you watch any YouTube wrestling shooter, whatever you want to call yourself, we don't call ourselves shooters. We talk about pro wrestling. That's just who we are.
Yeah.
Everybody says the same thing. We're looking for something new. We're looking for something new. We're looking for something new. Well, I'm tired of looking.
Yeah.
I want to see it, and the time is now. And Strata asked me before we started taping, have I watched Impact? I haven't watched Impact in 3 weeks because I work on Thursdays. I do have a DVR. I do record it. But by the time it's like, I don't really want to watch it because I don't care.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything interesting. The only good thing that going on, which I'm really excited about, is the women. The women are doing great.
Yeah, the women's division, Kong and Gale could wrestle every week like Cody Rhodes and Hardcore Holly, and I would be entertained.
I mean, to let them main event an Impact shows you the state of TNA. That when you have, and if look back at the E, when's the last time a women's match has main evented at a Raw or a SmackDown? You can't. If you can, please email it to me because I would love to watch that match.
Yeah.
So that's they need to step up. They need to step up their game tremendously.